back to the channel, and today a quick review for this. This is Live and Let Die by Ian Fleming. It is the second book in the James Bond series of novels. This particular novel is 250 pages in hardback. It's around 77,000 words. That makes it actually slightly shorter than the average novel these days. I think back in the day this would have been an average length novel. But today, I think thrillers and crime thrillers tend to be around 80 to 90,000 words. So this took me about 4 days to read. I'm a very slow reader though. It would probably take you only 2 or 3 sittings. What it is, it's classic spy fiction really. It is very much in the vein of the novel before it, Casino Royale. It is set kind of between the Caribbean and New York. It is a classic gold smuggling storyline, and the prose, that classic crime thriller prose, it's real comfort food. You know, there's a lot of talk in here around kind of clothing and dress and food. You know, we're sitting down to a lot of nice meals here. We're following people, we're being spied on, we're spying ourselves. It's all that good stuff that you would expect. But the reading experience is a little rough with this one. It is quite rough, in fact. I would say this is the equivalent of James Bond taking his Aston Martin out on a very poorly maintained road. You would like to think you were going to enjoy yourself quite a bit, but unfortunately there are some issues. Those all come around kind of racial sensitivity and stereotyping. This book was published in 1954. This book has not aged as well as other books written and published during the 50s. It comes across as quite an uncomfortable read. I did not enjoy the reading experience as much as I would like to have. I'm usually pretty thick-skinned to this kind of thing. I can put myself into the time and place of the person writing the novel and understand a few of the issues. But it tries for comedy in places that just does not work, and it is quite insensitive at times. Again, not that it necessarily impacted my ability to read and enjoy kind of the action and the spycraft in this novel, but it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, I suppose, at the end of the day. What we have here, though, is James Bond, very much the James Bond from Casino Royale. He is not kind of, he's quite fallible. He makes mistakes. He isn't the perfect article. He isn't the James Bond necessarily from the movies. He is rough, he's ready, he's very brutal, but he also makes a lot of mistakes. He isn't the perfect spy at this point in his career, and that is quite interesting. Also, this novel does not really follow the movie. Yes, we've got parts of it. We've got obviously kind of, the voodoo aspect is still there. Some of the same villains are still there, but the set pieces are wildly different. There are several set pieces from other novels, from other James Bond movies that have actually been taken from this novel, and that's quite strange to see. In fact, some of the scenes are used one for one in other James Bond movies, and are not used in the Live and Let Die movie at all, even though they are in the Live and Let Die novel. So that's quite good if you're a James Bond fan. You won't see everything coming in this. So if you've never read this, I would still recommend reading it, but your mileage is going to vary, your enjoyment levels are going to vary. If you're like me, this is not going to be a favourite read for you. I'd actually give it a 3.2 out of 5. It's not bad, it is just difficult to enjoy.